I called my midwife probably around a little before midnight-ish, and at that point my contractions were like 2.5, 3 minutes apart, but they weren't super hard. And being this was my first natural birth, I had no idea how my body was or what to expect, so it felt like I was a first-time mom, even though this is my 4th baby. Anyways, I also knew that there's a chance I could go fast. So anyways, I told the midwife, and she said, call me back in an hour, in which my husband quickly responded, have them come now. He was a little concerned that he did not want to be delivering a baby at home. I had 3 friends, and I had a photographer friend come to do stills and another photographer friend come to do motion. They got here a little after midnight. Rodney made them all some fancy coffees and had some coffee cake. And we sat around and visited for probably, 2 hours. And I labored standing up, which I've never done before. And my midwife pointed out that I carried my baby out in front of me, and it wasn't good posture. And so they tied my stomach up kind of and tried to pull the baby back in so that it would descend faster, and then had me hold the baby in when a contraction came, which kind of hurt like crazy, but it definitely sped things up, which was a cool thing because I'm sure I've carried all my babies that way, but being as I've always been in the hospital and on my back, it never was really drawn to my attention that I had bad posture with my babies, with carrying my babies. So in the beginning I did it myself, and then as things progressed, Rodney helped do that. As they suggested, they can usually do it a little better than the woman. They can do it a little stronger. Anyways, and so when things moved into a little more heated contractions, Rodney helped pull the baby in on those. I just visited with my girls, and in between contractions I would say 100% pain-free. It was crazy. No pain in between contractions. Contractions were a doozy, but other than that, I just talked, and when a contraction came, they would just keep visiting, and I could listen in the conversation. Unfortunately, the hardest part of that was not being able to listen to talk. Then I labored with Rodney for about an hour, and then my midwife checked me at about 3:30 and was so pleased that I was doing so well, and I was expecting her to tell me I was fully dilated, and I was like at a 6. So I was a little disappointed, but she was very happy. So got in the tub and labored in there for about 50 minutes, and my water still hadn't broke, and she explained to me why they don't break water, and it was a very cool and new concept. As other times my water's been broke, they said, Dawn explained to me that the baby's head can drop too quickly into your birth canal and get in there not quite right, and it can be more painful to me, the mother, and that if you let things happen as they're supposed to happen, the baby gets in there the best way possible and makes for a smoother delivery. So we just, obviously Dawn did not break my water, and she told me I'd know when it breaks that it would probably pop because there was a lot of pressure. I was in the tub for about 50-55 minutes. My contractions got further apart. They went from about 2.5 minutes at 30 seconds to like close to about 5 minutes, maybe about 40 seconds each, which was really weird to me as well. I was used to having contractions that piled up on top of each other. And here I was, these long periods, you about forget you're in labor, visiting with your friends in a hot tub of water, and then a contraction would come and it was really bad. And then on one of the contractions, I got an immense amount of pressure and my water popped. I did not push the head out at all. It just came out. And Dawn was not there. And I kind of, as much as I could, called for her. I kind of opened my eyes a little bit and saw Mandy there and thought, well, Dawn doesn't make it back, I'm sure Mandy will grab it. So yeah, Dawn came down and she was pretty excited to see the head and didn't really do anything. Just cheered me on about how excited she was for me, which was interesting as well. And then on the next contraction, I have no recollection of pushing, but I know that my body did push, and out came the baby amazingly fast, which was all surreal to me. And I couldn't open my eyes for a really long time, and I couldn't let go of Rodney for a really long time. recovery on this delivery has been insane. So my mother-in-law is here from Pennsylvania, and she has been babying me like crazy. So day 1, 2, and 3 were awful with cramping. But beyond that, I've been sleeping those 3 days. Baby's adjusted so well. And I feel like mentally I've started recovering faster at home than in the hospital. Because at day 3, when I was normally coming home from the hospital, I was feeling great by the time my cramping got done. Anyways, feeling very well rested. More rested than when I was coming home from the hospital. So that was pretty cool, just feeling like I'm back to myself 70 times faster than in my previous deliveries. I had 0 tearing, 0 swelling, 0 stitches, so of course that helped too. So feeling that, and I feel like my bleeding has stopped way faster. But yeah, just feeling so much better with this and having my energy back so much faster. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Feeling like we're getting back into routine. Scarlett's doing well. Sleeping and all that good stuff. My home birth experience was amazing. It was just as I had hoped it would be. Of course, there was tons of pain involved, but I had been thinking about this for a long time and dreaming about how it would be and play out, and I just thank God that everything worked out so perfectly and everybody could be there that I wanted to be there. It suited everybody, and I'd been praying for a long time that it would be perfect timing, and it was just perfect timing.